the 7 latest archaeological discoveries in China. That shocked scientists. China, with its long history and diverse culture, has always been a treasure trove of mysteries for archaeologists. The latest archaeological discoveries in this country have not only astonished researchers, but also made even the most experienced scientists shudder. From the remains of ancient civilizations to deep, undisclosed secrets, each discovery uncovers thrilling stories from the past. So, what have archaeologists in China uncovered in recent years? In this video, we will explore 7 groundbreaking archaeological discoveries that have amazed scientists and left them in awe of their mystery and grandeur. The unique treasure in the 2,500-year-old water tomb. In the late 1970s, Chinese archaeologists made a surprising discovery of an ancient tomb nearly 2,500 years old at the ancient city of Suichu, the homeland of the legendary Emperor Yan Di, also known as Shennong, in Hubei Province, China. That year, while the People's Liberation Army was blasting a mountain to build a barracks in the area of Luigu Wen, they unexpectedly stumbled upon signs of an ancient tomb. The color and structure of the soil were different from the surrounding areas. Experts immediately arrived at the site. The archaeological team had to move nearly 50 large stones and a thick layer of peat before they could access the tomb, which was 2,400 square feet in area, 42 feet deep, and completely submerged in water. After conducting an initial survey, the experts concluded that this was the tomb of Zhang Ho Yi, from 475 BC to 433 BC, also known as Ji Yi, the king of the Zhang state, a vassal state of the Zhou dynasty during the early Warring States period in Chinese history. This discovery quickly shocked the archaeological community and China as a whole for several reasons. First, the discovery of an emperor's tomb has immense archaeological value. Second, inside the vast and deep tomb, which is several dozen meters below the ground, numerous unparalleled ancient artifacts were found. As the tomb's owner, Zhang Ho Yi attracted great attention from the archaeological community, despite the scarce historical records about him. The small Zhang kingdom also became famous worldwide after nearly 2,500 years of being forgotten by time. It can be said that the discovery of Zhang Ho Yi's tomb is one of China's most significant archaeological finds. So, what unique treasures were hidden inside this 2,500-year-old water tomb? The first treasure is the world's heaviest 7-ton coffin, surrounded by the remains of 21 women. After draining the water from the tomb, the expert team had to work day and night to clean the interior of the tomb as it was filled with peat. Once they removed more than 68,000 pounds of peat covering the main coffin, they were faced with a 7-ton wooden coffin, exquisitely crafted and perfectly preserved after thousands of years. The individual inside was the owner of this extravagant tomb, Zhang Ho Yi, who passed away at the age of 45. To this day, this is the heaviest ancient coffin ever found in the world. Moreover, surrounding the main coffin were 21 smaller coffins, containing the remains of women aged between 13 and 24. Archaeologists speculate that these women may have been beautiful dancers who served the king during his life. After the king's death, they were likely buried with him to accompany him in the afterlife. The second treasure is what is called the orphaned treasure, a high-tech artifact that cannot be replicated. After the discovery of the 7-ton coffin, a large team of Chinese archaeologists focused on uncovering other artifacts within the tomb. After months of work, they uncovered a total of approximately 15,404 artifacts of various sizes, materials, and shapes. Among these, more than 6,200 artifacts were made of bronze. The most remarkable of these bronze artifacts is a bronze drum base, about 1.5 feet tall and weighing nearly 440 pounds. Upon seeing this treasure, modern Chinese artisans were astonished by the incredible skill of the ancient craftsmen from 2,500 years ago. The bronze drum base is an essential part of the drum, a popular instrument in the Zhang kingdom. The drum consists of 3 parts: the drum, the stand, and the base. The base was highly valued by ancient artisans for its craftsmanship. The tomb of Zhang Ho Yi also contains many dragon statues, including 16 large dragons and dozens of smaller ones. Although made of bronze, these hundreds of dragons are lifelike and exude a spiritual energy, captivating viewers. They are intricately and perfectly crafted, considered the pinnacle of ancient bronze casting artistry. What confuses experts is that they cannot determine exactly how many dragons there are, as all the dragon statues on the drum base are intertwined and climbing proudly upward. This is why the treasure is impossible to replicate. Naturally, because it cannot be copied, the drum base from Zhang Haoyi's tomb is regarded as a unique, orphaned treasure in the world. Finally, the bronze artifact that showcases the pinnacle of ancient Chinese craftsmanship is Zhang Haoyi's bronze bell set. Experts consider this the most complete and largest bronze bell set ever discovered in China. In 2018, the CPPCC Museum of Culture and History published an article by the director of the Hubei Archaeological Association, commemorating the 40th anniversary of the discovery of this shocking tomb complex. The article described the discovery of the rare bronze bell set, which was placed in the western part of the tomb's central chamber. The bell set is divided into 3 tiers: upper, middle, and lower. The upper tier consists of 3 holders, each holding a small bell, totaling 19 bells. The middle tier is supported by 3 bronze warriors, with 33 medium-sized bells. What is even rarer is that the 13 large bells in the lower tier remain suspended on the bell frame, supported by another 3 bronze warriors. The hardest to move bells are the large ones in the lower tier, most of which weigh over 220 pounds, with some over 440 pounds and reaching a height of 5 feet. The size alone is enough to astonish many. The entire bell frame weighs over 5,500 pounds and has stood firm for nearly 2,500 years, thanks to the ancient jointing techniques. The detailed inscriptions and carvings on the bells also showcase the artisan's incredible skill. The sound of the bells, both deep and resonant, is also impossible to replicate. Therefore, this bronze bell set is considered the peak of Warring States period bronze musical instruments and is classified as a national treasure in China. The 148 ancient tombs beneath a zoo. Over the course of several decades, the archaeological team discovered around 500 ancient tombs in the area. In early 2024, the Cultural Heritage and Archaeology Institute in Guangzhou conducted another round of excavations. As of now, 148 ancient tombs from the Han, Tang, Jin, Southern Song, and Ming dynasties have been found. Alongside these tombs, the experts also unearthed nearly 200 artifacts, ranging from exquisite jade carvings to intricately designed ceramics. These discoveries have provided the public with valuable insights into ancient burial customs. The artifacts and tombs span 20,100 years of Chinese history, offering researchers a rare opportunity to explore the development of burial practices in the region. From April to July 2024, the archaeological team from the Cultural Heritage and Archaeology Institute of Guangzhou excavated nearly 150 tombs spread across an area of 14,000 square feet at a zoo in Guangdong Province. The oldest tomb dates back to the Han Dynasty, 206 BC to 220 AD. There are 8 tombs from the Jin Dynasty, 265 to 589 AD, 15 tombs from the Tang Dynasty, 618 to 907 AD, and 121 tombs from the Ming and Qing dynasties. Additionally, 48 other ancient tombs were also discovered. 2 tombs in particular have drawn the attention of experts. One, from the Eastern Jin dynasty, is a well-designed tomb more than 1,700 years old, nearly 33 feet long and almost perfectly preserved. The tomb has a small hole on top, created by tomb robbers, but no significant damage was done to the interior. This tomb is considered the largest and best preserved from the Eastern Jin dynasty ever found in Guangzhou. The second notable tomb, from the Southern Dynasty's period, is smaller in size and had been previously discovered by tomb robbers, but its contents were still well preserved. The discovery of these ancient tombs holds great significance for the study of burial customs and funeral rites in Guangzhou. Moreover, this discovery plays a crucial role in understanding the architecture and construction techniques of the Jin and Southern dynasties, said experts. Researchers hope that through further analysis, they can draw conclusions about the burial practices and customs in China over thousands of years. This will provide the public with a clearer understanding of how burial trends evolved across different dynasties in China. According to experts, the excavation of these ancient tombs is not just confined to academic circles. The Guangzhou Cultural Heritage and Archaeology Institute has developed tours for visitors to experience and learn about the different dynasties. The archaeological team stated that they will continue their research to gain more insight into how ancient Chinese burial traditions and the social structure of these evolving societies were shaped. Mysterious artifact in a 5,000-year-old tomb. In October 2024, researchers in China discovered a jade dragon inside a 5,000-year-old tomb. The artifact, which is 6.2 inches long and 3.7 inches wide, was found inside a round tomb with a square altar to the south. Human remains were also discovered in the tomb, along with a large collection of pottery, including cups, bowls, and tripod-shaped vessels. The tomb is located in the city of Chaifeng in the Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region of China, dating back to between 5,000 and 5,100 years ago, from the period when the Hongshan culture flourished in the region. The people of this Neolithic culture practiced agriculture, built large towns with large buildings, and created complex artifacts. For Chinese researchers in general, this new discovery is considered the largest example of a jade dragon created by the Hongshan culture ever found. However, for Gideon Shelok-Lavi, a professor of East Asian Studies at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, he believes that while the discovery is impressive, it is not unique. He notes that similarly sized jade dragon artifacts have been discovered in other Hongshan culture tombs in the past. Researchers are not certain whether the newly found jade dragon or the previously discovered ones actually depict a dragon. Shelok-Lavi also added, "We don't really know their meaning in the Neolithic period, so calling them dragons is outdated. The site where the artifacts and human remains were found is not just a tomb, but also a ritual structure." Similar structures have been discovered in previous excavations at another site called Niuheliang. So what exactly is this mysterious artifact in the ancient tomb? To date, Live Science has attempted to contact the archaeologists involved in the recent discovery in Chaifeng, but has not received a response at the time of publication, keeping it a mystery that continues to intrigue everyone. On 500-year-old ancient temple, full of treasures. Recently, an important archaeological discovery in Datong City, Shanxi Province, China, has caught the attention of scholars and history enthusiasts. According to reports from Heritage Daily and Xinhua News Agency, archaeologists successfully excavated an ancient temple from the Northern Wei Dynasty, 386 to 535 AD, which contains numerous treasures and valuable archaeological artifacts. The temple, located in the Pingcheng district of the city, is likely connected to a nearby royal palace, reflecting the prosperity and luxury of an important historical period. Datong, founded during the Han Dynasty in 200 BC, only truly became a cultural and political center when it became the capital of the Northern Wei Dynasty. This period witnessed the unification of northern China and the end of the chaotic 16 Kingdoms period. Like many other relics from this era, the ancient temple reflects the splendor and opulence of the ancient capital. The temple was built on a square plot of land, a style typical of the Sui and Tang dynasties in China. During the excavation of the temple's foundation, archaeologists were surprised to find more than 200 well-preserved Buddhist statues. These priceless artifacts, at least 1,500 years old, hold significant historical, religious, and craftsmanship value. Some of the statues were even decorated with gold leaf, creating a sparkling beauty that captivates anyone who sees them. The most remarkable discovery during the excavation was a square pit in the center of the temple's foundation, filled with pearls, copper rings, and coral jewelry. These valuable treasures are currently under extensive study by archaeologists. Additionally, traces of colorful murals were found on the remaining walls and ceilings, offering a fresh perspective on Buddhist art during the Northern Wei period. Li Shuyun, a researcher at the Shanxi Provincial Archaeological Institute, stated that this discovery not only provides deep insights into the architecture of Buddhist temples during the Northern Wei period, but also sheds light on the development of Buddhism in the region. This is one of the best-preserved ancient temples in the area, opening a new door for the study and exploration of Chinese history. 3,000-year-old ancient village in northern China. In 2023, Chinese archaeologists made a groundbreaking discovery when they uncovered the remains of a village that is over 3,000 years old in Hebei Province, northern China. The village, located in what is now Zhaoyao Village in Wuhan City, covers an area of approximately 2.7 million square feet and was built during the Shang Dynasty, 1600 to 1046 BC. This discovery not only provides a new perspective on life and social organization during this period, but also unveils mysteries surrounding construction techniques and the culture of the ancient people. At the Zhaoyao archaeological site, archaeologists found significant remnants such as transportation systems, moats, tunnels, water pipes, kilns, and rows of houses. Notably, within each house, the researchers discovered an intricate heating system, believed to be the precursor to the traditional brick stove beds used by the Chinese, which helped keep the body warm during cold days. This discovery not only showcases the ingenuity in building and organizing homes, but also reflects how people of that time adapted to the harsh climate of northern China. In addition, the artifacts unearthed from the village are diverse, including pottery, carved bone hairpins, and tortoise shells used for divination. These items are not only valuable from an archaeological standpoint, but also provide researchers with deeper insights into the culture and beliefs of the Shang dynasty. At the time, Wei Shuguang, the head of research on the Shang and Zhou dynasties at the Hebei Provincial Institute of Archaeology and Cultural Relics, suggested that this village may have been the capital of a tribe or kingdom during that era. Therefore, this discovery is sure to provide an opportunity to better understand environmental changes and heating methods, as well as offer valuable data for the study of ancient Chinese civilizations. Skeletons in ancient tombs move archaeologists to tears. Over 4,000 years ago, Qinghai Province, China, experienced a catastrophic earthquake. Without warning, a deafening sound echoed. The sky and earth changed color, and landslides and fissures occurred, causing buildings to collapse. At the time, many people perished before they had a chance to react, while the survivors cried out in despair, with all the sounds blending together like the apocalypse. Eventually, after the intense tremors, only dust remained. In 1999, the remains of this earthquake were accidentally discovered, and the site quickly caught the attention of the Chinese archaeological community. An archaeological team was promptly formed and sent to excavate. When the site was opened, it was discovered to be the lost Lajia site, which had disappeared in the earthquake over 4,000 years ago. Simultaneously, the bond between a mother and child that had endured for 4,000 years came into view for future generations. According to data, the total area of this massive site is 4.3 million square feet, with the core area covering up to 2.2 million square feet. Archaeologists discovered a total of 14 human skeletons in house number 4. Remarkably, most of these skeletons were those of children, with the youngest being only 2 years old. Clearly, before the earthquake, they had gathered together unprepared and were likely enjoying their time together. The sudden earthquake took their lives in an instant. The postures exhibited by these skeletons show some crouching on the ground, others lying sideways with limbs curled. The most striking find was a skeleton holding a child in an attempt to shield them. Upon seeing the skeleton, all the archaeologists present were moved to tears. Later, after a rigorous DNA test conducted by experts, it was confirmed that the 14 skeletons were closely related. The glowing national treasure in the dark tomb. Located north of the Lac River, Zilito is a small farming village in Yanxi City, China, with a long tradition of wheat and rice cultivation. Despite its sparse population and many infrastructure shortages, life here has always been peaceful. In the summer of 1959, a famous archaeologist named Tu Husheng, during an archaeological project, unexpectedly discovered that the small village of Zilito still retained many untapped historical ruins. Since then, Zilito became a fascinating destination in China's archaeological boom and was listed as a National Key Cultural Heritage Site. Over more than 50 years of excavation, Chinese archaeology has made significant achievements. Based on research results, archaeologists named the site the Zilito Archaeological Site. Spanning an area of nearly 32.3 million square feet, the site is divided into a central area and a regular activity zone, featuring its own road system and several architectural structures. Numerous artifacts have also been unearthed, revealing secrets about the millennia-old history of ancient China. Notably, from 2001 to 2016, a comprehensive research project on the origins and early development of Chinese civilization led to the discovery of a national treasure in a 4,000-year-old tomb at the Zilito site. This discovery reignited excitement in the archaeological community. The 4,000-year-old tomb, with its unique design and many artifacts, proved that its owner was a person of high social status in ancient times. However, due to the late discovery in 1959, many details of the tomb were no longer intact, and several areas showed signs of damage. Only one object, a greenish artifact, appeared to be nearly untouched and emitted a faint glow in the dark tomb. This national treasure is actually a dragon statue, approximately 25.6 inches long, made from over 2,000 small pieces of jade, each in different shapes. The smallest pieces measure only 0.08 inches in diameter and 0.04 inches in thickness. The dragon's body, vibrant in color, stretches across the ground with its tail coiled. The dragon's head is elongated with a pair of round eyes made of sparkling jade and a crescent-shaped nose bridge with alternating white and green hues. The tip of its nose resembles a garlic bulb, carved from jade. The craftsmanship of the artifact demonstrates exquisite detail, proving the skill of ancient artisans. Through research, scientists confirmed that this is the oldest dragon-shaped artifact ever discovered in China and is considered an unparalleled national treasure. As you can see, recent archaeological discoveries in China not only offer fascinating stories about the past, but also raise many unanswered questions about the history and culture of ancient civilizations. These mysteries not only capture the attention of the scientific community, but also make even the most seasoned researchers cautious. With each new discovery, we gain a deeper understanding of the mystery and grandeur of ancient Chinese civilization, while also sparking an ongoing passion for exploration. What do you think about the discoveries today? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. For now, goodbye, and see you next time.